Hello and welcome to Project WA. I'm Rafe English.
And I'm Laura Eggleston. We are third year broadcasting students at Edith Cowan University, showcasing some of our work with stories celebrating WA.
First up, Aussie males in dancing community can face a lot of scrutiny and discrimination for their choice to dance.
But at a local dance school, there is one dad who is doing his small yet significant part, showing young people dancing is amazing and for everyone.
Ollie Pike reports.
Ballet, a highly stylised and formalised type of dance. Originating in the Italian Renaissance courts of the 15th century, this form of dance is characterised by precise and fluid movements, including very specific techniques and positions that typically tell a story.
The Perth School of Ballet was established in 1966 and has both a long and successful history of students and teachers.
Anthony Wees is a regular, everyday dad who, by accepting a request of his daughter in 2021, has found himself a new hobby.
2021, it was just after COVID, and my daughter ran out after a class one day. She's super excited and she's like, "Oh, Dad, for the concert this year, they're doing the Nutcracker and they need dads in a dance, and I volunteered you." I said you'd want to do it, and so I was just happy enough to say, "Oh, I'll come along and try it," and I went along and was in that year's concert, and I just really liked it. I really enjoyed it a lot.
Like a lot of Aussie dads, Ant comes from an AFL background, and he said after a year of body conditioning classes and 2 of regular dance classes, he's now fallen in love with both the mental and physical benefits that dancing can provide.
I find it really peaceful. I like the music. I like just when I'm doing it, it's a little bit like meditation. I don't think of anything else for the whole hour. And also physically, it was good to do a sport again and do an activity and feel like I was getting fitter. And also it's a kind of skill that there's always room to improve in it. I just feel like I could keep doing it and keep getting better.
Perth School of Ballet director Simone Jackson-Pike says she is thrilled to have someone like Ant at the school.
We're happy to have the dads at the school because they appreciate what their children are learning, and they really understand what the kids are doing in their classes, the hard technique that goes with it. It's great for the men to be around for their exercise, and just a different dynamic in the studio altogether. It's really great to see families in here.
Jacob Chown is the teacher of Ant's adult class and has over 29 years of experience as a male in the ballet sphere himself. And he strongly believes that dads like Ant performing dance has a positive impact not only for their own health, but in fighting the common stigma males can face in dance.
I think that dads doing ballet is great for themselves, keeping themselves limber, strong, flexible. So it's basically like for health. But to, combat the stigma, I don't know, young kids are gonna look up to their dads. It's a lot of dads are idols for their kids, and yeah, I just think it's great for dads like Ant.
Unfortunately, this stigma is still apparent nowadays, but males shouldn't be hesitant to dance. As a man that has had a very traditional Australian country upbringing, Ant says,
I'd strongly recommend it to kids or younger guys. Just coming as someone with a football background, I think it's a really challenging skill, and it's something different from most of the sports you grew up doing, which are very physical, and they're just with other men. It's actually really nice doing an activity that's mixed and that you're equals or with the girls, and it's really fun being involved with that.
I think it's fair to say that Ant has a seal of approval from those who matter most.
I think it's really cool. I think the whole adult ballet program is really cool because, for example, if they didn't have the opportunity to do dance growing up, I think it's really cool to go back and do those things you didn't get to do. I think it's a good way of exercise. I just think it's a good opportunity for them.
Coming up on Project WA, a hidden gem helping sailors on dry land. Now, a look behind the scenes at one of the busiest not-for-profits you may never have heard about. Laura Eagleston finds out more about the Mission to Seafarers Centres, exploring all the way from High Street Fremantle to the red dirt of the Pilbara.
Have you ever walked past the Flying Angel Club in the heart of Fremantle and wondered what's behind these doors and what do they do here? Although many of us know Fremantle as an iconic destination for boutique shops, restaurants and breweries, it's also home to Western Australia's largest and busiest general cargo port. Operating 24 hours a day, handling almost all of our state's container trade, along with motor vehicle imports, cruise ships and visiting naval vessels. Working on these huge cargo ships are hundreds of seafarers from all around the world. In Australia, seafarers are given access to shore leave at seafarers centres, just like the Flying Angel Club.
The Flying Angel Club is operated by a global non-for-profit organisation called Mission to Seafarers. They help and support the over 1.89 million men and women who keep our global trade moving. These men and women often spend up to 9 months at a time away from home and their loved ones, working in one of the world's most dangerous jobs.
Flying Angel Club may seem unassuming from the outside, but this building is a busy hub of activity, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, looking after the seafarers who come into Fremantle Port.
We provide the shuttle service as a shore leave from 10 o'clock in the morning till 10 p.m. That's every day. But as well, we are on call for any emergency. Sometimes we receive a call, crew have incident, he need to go to the doctor or hospital. So this is 24/7, can be anytime. Sometimes we as well pick up crew from airport, take them to the ship, and from the ship to the airport.
The club provides a place of relaxation away from the ships, where seafarers can unwind, visit the local area and access various services and support.
Started in a little building in High Street, Fremantle, down near the Roundhouse, at about 1930 or thereabouts. 4 or 5 years later, they constructed a small church there, which they used as the chapel for the seafarers building. Then later, I think about 1960, they moved up to this purpose-built building here, just so it had a bit more facilities and a bit more room.
1,564 kilometres north of the wine bars and gourmet food stores of Fremantle is the coastal town of Dampier. Located in WA's Pilbara region and one of the sunniest places in Australia, Dampier is well known for its iron ore industry, salt mines and of course the beloved Red Dog. Roughly 85 ships pass through Dampier's 3 ports every week, keeping the Dampier Mission to Seafarers Centre busy all year round.
Yeah, we care for them in a number of different ways, primarily through chaplaincy and ship visiting. So our chaplain will go and visit crew on their vessels. Another way that we care for them is through shore leave. So we go to their vessel, we collect them, and we bring them to shore for 3 or 4 hours at a time to give them respite from their working conditions. Other things that we do, we advocate for their needs with port stakeholders as required. We can respond to critical incidents when we need to as well. They are at sea for a really long period of time. Their contracts are up to 9 months in length, and usually during that period they don't get to go home, so they're away from family and friends and all of the comforts of home, and we give them a space to relax and switch off from work like we do when we go home from work at 5 o'clock.
I had a request from a captain once for 1 SIM card, which is all he wanted, which in terms of the price is very low, just $2. He just wanted that SIM card. I think it was even on a weekend, and so we had to do that one for him just for 1 SIM card. It really turned out to be that the SIM card that he already had was perfectly fine and worked, but really I think what he wanted was just a chat. So he wanted myself just to go on, have a reason for me to go to his ship and just have a chat about a whole bunch of things.
Without non-for-profits like the Mission to Seafarers, these men and women cannot come onto shore in Australia and receive the much-needed respite and support they need from their intense work schedules.
Yeah, actually it's very big help for us, especially we are in ship and very longing, and it is also for us very good experience because It will be relaxed for us just to, especially here, just to buy something, especially internet, to contact family. So it's very big help for us.
As a non-for-profit, Mission to Seafarers is always happy for support for an extra pair of hands to help out. To find out how you can assist, head to missiontoseafarers.org.
Ahead on Project WA, on your bike, cycling, driving connection.
You're watching Project WA, stories from Edith Cowan University's third-year broadcasting students, celebrating the state of WA.
When mobility becomes a barrier, so can access to community, connection and even the outdoors. But a growing program here in Perth is changing that, bringing joy, inclusion and companionship to people who might otherwise be stuck inside.
Jack Penniman investigates.
Imagine being 90 years old and feeling the wind in your hair. Not from a hospital window, but from the front seat of a bike. This is Cycling Without Age, a global movement giving the elderly and people with disabilities the chance to reconnect with the outdoors, with others, and with themselves.
It's all about rides, about being quiet, slow, having stories told, talking to people. It's about improving people's mental health.
It all began in Denmark in 2012. Cycling Without Age now exists in over 50 countries across the globe. And here in Perth, it's quietly transforming lives, one ride at a time.
You know, there's a lot of people that don't have their access to going for a walk along the river or going, you know, maybe have some mobility issues so they can't go very far. We take them for a ride, we go for about half an hour, we chat to them, how's your day, where have you been, where did you grow up, all that sort of thing. Or sometimes we might not say anything depending on sort of what feedback we get.
Cycling Without Age proves that the simplest things in life, such as a ride, a conversation or a breath of fresh air, can restore joy, dignity and connection.
Time outdoors improves mental health, reduces anxiety, depression and boosts overall well-being. The magic comes from the pilots, everyday people who give up their time to give something back.
The main thought is that we want to bring those who are isolated, indoors or on their own, out into the community and to experience the joy of being on a bicycle again.
We're really keen to try and get to those people who can no longer ride, to enable them to feel the wind in their hair and also to make sure that they're not socially isolated, get them out into nature and experience that, have that opportunity.
What does it really mean to have the wind in your hair? The answer is found in the voices of our community.
I think Cycling Without Age is really important for the elderly because it helps them to stay connected to the community and also experience the outdoors, even if they, cannot go on cycles themselves. It gives them the opportunity to experience outdoors and just be outside and be connected with the other residents and with the community as well.
Absolutely, for Caroline, it's the interaction with the volunteers along with going for the ride that very much fulfills everything that she enjoys doing, chatting and going for a ride somewhere.
The best impact we've had is where we've picked people up from care homes, taken them out, and they started singing as we were driving along. And when we got back to the care home, the carers said they haven't spoken in 3 months. So to have that reaction when someone goes out on a trishaw is brilliant.
Even the non-verbal people, the carers say they notice a difference after they've had a ride.
At Butler College, Cycling Without Age runs a weekly program for students with disabilities, giving them the chance to enjoy the outdoors in a safe, supported way.
We've been working with Butler College where we've taken our wheelchair bike up to the college to work with the Education Support Unit, where they have 6 students who are permanently in wheelchairs, and we're able to take them out for rides. That's been developed to actually now we take our standard trishaws and we take other students from the Education Support Unit out for rides.
Whether you're a carer, a family member, or someone just looking to give back, there's room for you in this movement.
We're always in need of volunteers, either to be pilots of the bikes, definitely need more passengers coming along, for care homes and people. The main thing about this is the rides are free, so it's a free service that's provided You know, and so that's very unusual for people to find that you've got a free service to take people out and enjoy themselves.
To learn more or get involved, visit Cycling Without Age Perth online, because everyone, young or old, deserves to feel the wind in their hair.
There's more to come on Project WA.
Choirs are renowned for uplifting both audiences and performers.
Phoebe Dawson discovered a choir here in Perth, highlighting the importance of community and friendship through the power of singing.
Here at Royal Park Hall, every Wednesday night, something magical truly happens. Stepping into the world of brotherhood, baritones and barbershop dreams, meet Perth Male Voice Choir Association, whose voices are just as bold as their bond.
So I think people don't understand about being in a choir. It's not just about the singing, it's about the community that you create amongst the singing. So we come here for the music, and we stay here for the friendship.
You know, I think just being part of that team and being able to project yourself and be able to do it with a degree of anonymity, because you're not an individual, you're part of a group, so you can make mistakes.
With most members being retired with a few young exceptions, offers a lot of time to practice and acing their skills. Established in 1926, this generation of gentlemen offer performance unlike any other. It's not just the harmonies that bring them together, it's what happens between the notes.
So each choir has a different culture. So some choirs will go for a beer or a drink after choir, or they'll have a coffee or a tea break. And then I've seen people form friendship throughout the years and do things socially, hang out with each other on the weekend, go away, go to Dunsborough, go to Pemberton. Yeah, it's been really good for social relationships.
I was part of a choir, church choir growing up. Opportunity presented itself in the middle of my search. I thought, yeah, why not? Because I like singing, so that's why I joined the choir too.
When I was a child, I spoke Welsh, but lost it when my family migrated to Australia. And when I was thinking about this choir, I asked a question: is there anybody in the choir that speaks Welsh? And I was told yes, there was.
They use singing as a powerful medium, passing down tradition, stories and history. For some of these men, it is a way of life, culturally important, or just a recreational hobby. With most members being of Welsh descent or relation, for some, being part of the choir enables the preservation of language and culture. Proudly performing singing in the city with 30 local choirs in heritage buildings across Perth City. This free event, hosted by the Australian National Choral Association, presented by the Boorloo Heritage Festival, offers a range of experiences from walks, talks, exhibitions and performances and open houses. For all of April, the festival showcases Perth's rich arts and culture. Featuring in 2 performances, Perth Male Voice Choir sets the tone off first here at Town Hall. Let all men sing. Singing fosters unity. Whether in a choir or a personal hymn, singing together strengthens bonds, promotes collective memory and enhances social harmony. Operating as a non-audition choir, they value encouragement and participation overall. Compared to other competitive choirs, being able to have a go is what they're all about. The Sea of Red offers an experience unlike any other. Operating for 100 years in 2026, Perth Male Voice Choir have singing down pat.
Thanks for watching Project WA. We hope you've enjoyed the stories from third year broadcasting students at Edith Cowan University.
A big thanks to Channel 7 for allowing us to showcase our work. We hope you see us again soon.